Welcome to Pink Cake Princess. I'm Andrea and today I'm teaming up with Sharon from Creative Cakes by Sharon. She's going to show you how to create this really cute Snow White cake. You can check out her full tutorial at the end of this video with a clickable link. I'm going to show you how to create a Snow White cake topper figurine to place on top of your cakes. I'm going to create this figurine by using a mold that I've created. You can check out how I've created the mold through my Maleficent figurine tutorial. You can see the link at the end of this video on how I create the mold using this Ariel doll. Okay, to create the face, I've balled up a little bit of skin coloured fondant. I've dusted it with some corn flour so that it doesn't stick, and I'm pressing it into my mold. Now I'm gently lifting it out of the mold, and I'm smoothing over the rough edges around her head. Using a toothpick just to get rid of any bubbles that may have formed, and placing it in a container to dry for several hours. I'm placing a little bit of white fondant onto the eyes and pressing it down with my toothpick and smoothing it over with my fingers. I've done the same for the other eye, and now I'm using a tiny strip of white fondant and placing it in where the teeth goes. Okay, setting that aside to dry again. Now onto some blue coloured fondant. I've rolled it into a cylinder shape and I've tapered it down at the bottom, and now I'm just shaping it just to create her torso. I'm using my brush just to help me shape it. You can use modelling tools if you have them. Just gently shaping to get the waist thin and creating the chest area. Now I've balled up a little bit of skin coloured fondant just so that the torso can sit on top, and now I've moved onto the legs. Just rolling to shape her foot and her knee area. Now onto the second leg, rolling it roughly the same length, and again shaping the ankle and where the knee goes, and just shaping her foot slightly just to make it look more like a foot. Okay, flipping it over and just shaping it so that she crosses her legs, and pressing it in at the hips. Now onto creating her neck area. Just shaping some skin coloured fondant to form her neck and her shoulders. Cutting the bottom bit off and then placing it on top. Gluing it together with a little bit of water. And placing a wooden skewer in the centre to secure it all. Now I'm rolling out some yellow fondant, using my crafts knife to cut out a rough circle. Cutting a little circle out of the middle and shaping it around the torso. Now I'm gluing it on and just gently putting some folds into the skirt. cutting off the excess and smoothing over. Now I've rolled out a little bit of blue fondant and I've cut it in half to form her puff sleeves. And I've rolled out 2 discs of yellow fondant just to add onto her sleeves. Placing a toothpick through the shoulders and attaching the sleeves with a little bit of water. Okay, I've rolled out some red fondant and I'm using a thick straw to cut out some little ovals. I've squeezed the straw so that I can cut out the oval shape. And now I'm just attaching it onto her sleeves. Okay, now just shaping her shoe using the bottom of my brush just to shape her shoe. And gluing it onto her feet. Now I'm going to use some edible markers and I'm using a toothpick to gently draw in the bottom of her eyes and also draw in the rough shape of her pupil area. Using my black edible marker just to draw in the eyeliner at the top and the dot in the middle and her eyelashes. Now colouring in the brown portion of her eyes, just slightly dotting in all the areas but leaving a couple of white spots. Again, using my toothpick just to gently draw in the bottom of the eyes. And then roughly drawing in the shape of the pupil area. Drawing in her eyelashes. And again, colouring in her eyes. If you do like this video, click the like button below and also click add to favourites if you want to save this for future reference. Now onto a red edible marker just to colour in her lips. And drawing in her eyebrows. Now I'm just attaching the head. Now onto her hair, I'm using some black fondant. I've rolled it out into strips and I've curled it up one end and I'm attaching it onto her head. One on each side and then a smaller portion for the middle section at the front. Using my toothpick just to create a part in the middle. And my toothpick just to create some indents. Attaching the hair on with a little bit of water. And attaching the little red headband on. I've rolled out a little bit of red fondant and now I'm creating a little bow. And attaching it onto her head. Okay, filling out the gap at the back of her head. and attaching the rest of the strands for her hair. Using the toothpick again just to create more indents. Now onto her arms, just rolling out thinly, tapering in one end, and then just flattening her hand and tapering her wrist and her elbow area by just twisting it, cutting the end off, and cutting a tiny little portion off to form her thumb, and cutting her fingers. Shaping gently. And that's her arms done. Now making her collar, I've rolled out a strip of white fondant and attaching it around her shoulder areas. Placing a little tissue just to hold it in shape as it's drying. And now I'm attaching her arms. I decided to use a little toothpick just to make it more secure. The finishing touch, just creating a tiny little apple. And creating a little leaf to go on the apple. I'm using a little edible petal dust just to dust her cheeks to give her a bit of rosiness. What was your favourite Disney princess? Comment and let me know below. You can gently lift up Snow White to place onto your cakes once she's set. And that's it, that's my Snow White cake figurine. Don't forget to check out Sharon's cake tutorial as well. You can click the link here to go to her tutorial. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you guys are looking for more tutorials, you can check out the Maleficent cake figurine here to see how I create the mold for the face. And here are also some of my other Disney cake princesses. Thank you again for watching, and you guys have a fantastic day.